The time is finally upon us. Most people thought this day would never come, but it has. Mickey Mouse is public domain. Kind of, to a certain extent. Steamboat Willie is fair game now, and you're already seeing everyone with a pulse start to dogpile on it like they're trying to recover a fumble in the NFL. Everyone is scrambling to snatch up and use Mickey Mouse in the quickest things they can, like horror movies. We just saw one be announced with a trailer, horror games, and that's only the tip of the iceberg. Mickey Mouse is arguably one of the most recognizable characters ever created. So, obviously this is a pretty big deal that now it's fair game for anyone to use them. You could use Mickey Mouse to promote whatever you want. You could have Mickey Mouse doing the foulest shit ever, a 2 Girls 1 Cup official Mickey Mouse production. You could do whatever you want because now that Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse is public domain. I'm not a copyright attorney, so I don't know all of the nitty-gritty. I can't really dive into the weeds of what is and is not permissible for Steamboat Willie Mickey, but as I understand it right now, and at least judging based on the horror movie that just got announced and the horror game, you can use Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie variant for pretty much whatever your little noodle wants to cook up with them in there. Now, for those of you that don't know what the Steamboat Willie Mickey is, it might sound like a fucking SCP to you. That's like the original OG genesis of Mickey Mouse, so this is all the way back in the 20s, and that's what's now entered the public domain, that Steamboat Willie variant of Mickey. So, Disney did make a statement saying, more modern versions of Mickey will remain unaffected by the expiration of the Steamboat Willie copyright, and Mickey will continue to play a leading role as a global ambassador for the Walt Disney Company in our storytelling, theme park attractions, and merchandise. This is when they were going over what you can and can't use for this, because there is a bit of confusion since it is Mickey Mouse, but a certain version of him. It's not every version of Mickey. We will, of course, continue to protect our rights in the more modern versions of Mickey Mouse and other works that remain subject to copyright, and we will work to safeguard against consumer confusion caused by unauthorized uses of Mickey and our other iconic characters. So as long as you don't fly too close to the sun when using Steamboat Willie Mickey, you should be fine. It just can't teeter on a modern depiction of Mickey Mouse because then Disney is gonna fucking snap on you. That company is downright evil, and when it comes to enforcing their copyright, no expense will be spared. They will put you in an early grave if they so much as sniff that you accidentally used a modern variant of Mickey outside of Steamboat Willie. It's all fun and games until you put modern version of Mickey Mouse in your Facebook ad for your vape business, and all of a sudden you got the goddamn official Disney goof troop showing up at your doorstep, breaking your kneecaps and putting a gun to your skull. So just be careful. Steamboat Willie Mickey, fair game, public domain, but not all versions of Mickey. Now let's go ahead and go over what is already been announced. So let's talk about Mickey Mouse, huh? Steamboat Willie. It's free, and it's immediately being used and abused here. As I predicted, not to wiggle my finger and say I told you so, the first implementation is a bad horror movie. Just like Winnie the Pooh with Blood and Honey. I said one of the first things that's going to be made is some absolute schlock horror film in order to immediately capitalize off shock ticket sales. And lo and behold, a Mickey Mouse horror movie is coming out. They had this puppy ready. Why is that the default? Because it's extremely cheap to make. You can pump out a horror film very low budget. Great example. I actually talked about this today on the podcast. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey had a budget of $100K and it made $5 million in the box office. $5 million in the box office would be a death sentence to pretty much anything except for something like this. This made a killing. And Mickey Mouse will do the same, all just because of the concept. And this movie fucking sucks. It's not even fun bad. And they're making a sequel. Yeah. So Mickey Mouse is immediately getting the same treatment. I haven't seen the trailer, so who knows, maybe I'll watch the trailer and be blown away. My eyes roll in the back of my head like I'm just truly shocked by how great it looks, but I already know this is just going to be the most throwaway garbage. Let's take a peek. It actually even looks like the same kind of costume design for Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. And I'm pretty sure this knife he's using comes from one of the YouTube sponsors for like the knife company. It really seems like this was made very quick. I'll get to the horror game in a minute. I'm singing a different tune for the horror game, I'm not gonna lie. Well, let me pull up the horror movie, though.
These are the best party that we can throw.
Oh, actually, wait. I feel like this might have, like, titties or something in it. Has anyone watched it yet? Is this Toss? Because Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey did. The audio is really fucked up. It's like they recorded it with their phone.
What?
Yes.
Exactly the same DNA as Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Make something for $50, pump it out, get a couple of curious ticket sales, call it a day. But, now on the flip side of that coin, this game actually looked kind of hype, I'm not gonna lie. So, the horror movie, a pile of dog shit. That sucks shit through a crazy straw. But, Infestation 88? We might have a little something here, I'm not gonna lie on this. Yeah, I already saw this on Twitter, so I know it looks good.
There's something else in here.
Okay, I think this could be a banger. Mickey laid eggs. They took some creative liberties with the public domain. Still milking the whole kid thing turned horror. Yeah, it still is. I know. But I guess the vibe I get from this is more Lethal Company than Garten of Banban. Not enough has come out to really showcase what exactly it's trying to be, but this trailer gets me at least interested. If Mickey takes off the Steamboat Willie hat, can Disney sue? If... You're talking about like in the game or in the movie? I guess either one. Probably. I don't know the particulars of how exactly Steamboat Willie Mickey is public domain and all of that. I guess if in the movie he's... like maybe he makes a noise that's not Steamboat Willie adjacent, they could probably sue. And knowing Disney, they'd probably fucking execute you for it, for stepping on their copyright. I have no idea. No, I don't think there's a release date for this game yet, is there? This is just an announcement that they're working on it. Again, Mickey Mouse just became public today. There's still so much time for people to mutilate Mickey Mouse's corpse. Steamboat Willie has only been off the leash for like 24, not even 24 hours yet. There's going to be some deplorable garbage that gets pooped out using Mickey Mouse. It's going to have Walt Disney die again. But this time of cringe. There's a really cool boomer shooter called Mouse. Oh, yeah, that's right. There is another Mickey Mouse game, isn't there? That's the one that looks like Bindi and the Ink Machine that I was thinking about. I saw this on Twitter today, but this was uploaded 2 weeks ago. So that can't legally be Mickey. This just happens to be Bad Mouse Guy. It's not Steamboat Willie, just same animation style. Oh, okay. I saw this on Twitter today, so I thought it was Mickey Mouse because of public domain. But it does look really cool. I want this. Yeah, it looks good. No, it looks like they did a great job with that.